Your Business Podcast with Frank Furness.
Well, hi everybody and welcome to Sales School, and this is Frank Furness, where we're going to help you make more money by mastering sales, dominating marketing, and really being happy. So we're going to start off by looking at prospecting in the next couple of episodes. Hey, this is Frank. Enjoy today's episode. Today we're going to be speaking about networking, that really important thing. This is like going to chambers of commerce, meeting new people, because you see, people like to do business with somebody that they've met, they've looked into their eyes, they've got a gut feel for, and that they can trust. If you're going to be doing any phone calling, it's always a good idea to go out to a networking meeting, meet those people, get their cards, and then follow up with a warm call. Way more effective than a cold call. Now, there's some good and bad things to do. I mean, I remember going to a networking meeting once, and some guy came up to me and shoved his business card into my face, and he said, "I bet you've got the worst website in the world." I thought, how crazy is this? There's no way in the world I'm ever going to do business with you. And he started doing this with everyone else. As soon as he approached anybody, they ran to the other side of the room. You see, networking is not selling. Networking is building relationships that are mutually beneficial to both of you. And you know, with networking, it's not going to work the first time you meet. I would say to somebody, either go to your local chamber, go to somewhere like Business Networking International, go to a lot of the places where you could meet potential clients, and you've got to keep going there all the time. And it's only by about the 6th or the 7th time that you meet somebody that they're going to get a gut feel, they're going to like you, they're going to trust you, and only then are you going to start doing business. You see, there are 3 keys to building great relationships. The first thing is getting to know you. People have got to get to know you, they've got to like you, and they've got to trust you. If those things are not there, you can have the best product in the world, nothing's going to happen. You see, people buy people before they buy any products or services. Now, the old way of networking is going out and collecting a whole dump of cards, coming back again, but you really haven't had time to speak to any of those people or get them to like you or trust you, the things we've just spoken about. So when you go to your next networking meeting, set yourself an objective of maybe meeting 5 or 6 quality people. If I go to my local Chamber of Commerce, Institute of Directors, before I go, I phone the organizers and I say, is there any chance I can get a list of the people attending? It's a networking meeting. Of course they're going to send it to me. Now I'll study that and I'll say, well, there's 3 or 4 people that I would like to meet. And when I go to that meeting, I'm going to target and try to meet them. One of the other things I try to do as well, as soon as I get there early, and I ask the organizers if I can help them. So I'll be sitting at one of those tables where we hand out name badges. Now what it means, I'm meeting them right up front, I'm shaking hands with them, and I'm saying, listen, I'd love to meet with you a little bit later on. Big challenge, a big mistake I see with so many companies is they'll have 2 or 3 people from the same company going to a networking meeting, and they all sit next to each other. I mean, how crazy is that? And then they leave there and they say, well, networking doesn't work. Well, of course it doesn't work. You didn't network, you not worked. You sat and you spoke to the people you already know. So sit with strangers, meet people that you've never met before, and develop those relationships with them. If there's no chemistry, if you see things are not going well, move on. Don't spend time with people that are going to be wasting yours or their time. Some of the things you've got to take with you, take a lot of business cards. Now, one of the things I do in my left-hand pocket, I put all of my own business cards. In my right-hand pocket, I put other people's business cards that I'm getting. I always ask for 2 business cards, and I give away 2 business cards. And I'll say to them, this is one for you, and this is one that you may want to give to somebody else. By the way, please give me 2 of your cards. I could use it in future, but also I meet a lot of people that could use your services. Could I get an extra card? Take a little small notepad or a pen where you could be making some notes about those people over there. And here's a little thing as well. Take breath fresheners, because you see, you've only got one chance to make a great impression. And I've been to networking meetings where I've met somebody and they have got the worst breath I have ever met. And I don't know what it is about these people. They feel like they've got to get close to you. And all I'm doing is let me get out of here as quickly as possible. So those first impressions, how you smell, your breath, everything else, think about those. Also, get a name badge, and I've had my own name badge made. It looks pretty good. It's got a backlight on as well, so people can glance down, they can see my name. You see, I want to make it easy for people to do business with me. When you introduce yourself, a warm handshake, look into their eyes, good firm handshake in the Western culture over there. Always offer your name first. So if I'm going to join a group, hi, my name's Frank Furness, how are you doing? And what are they going to do? Hi, I'm Bill Stanton. Hi, I'm Mary Jones. And then I start asking them about themselves. I don't, hi, I'm Frank Furness, I'm a speaker, I want to come and speak at your... No. I ask them about themselves. Remember, this is about building relationships. What you also want to do is find out as much as you can about those people. Small talk becomes pretty important over here. So I speak about, local things like what's happening with the weather, what's happening in the news. But if we go back to one of my other videos, remember the biggest thing, past, present, and future. You've also got to remember people's names. Now, I don't know if you're like me, I'm not great at remembering names. One of my worst situations ever. I went to go and see one of the top guys at IBM many, many years ago when I first started out in sales, and his name was Eustace Harris. So I'm sitting in reception over there, and I'm thinking to myself, please don't call him Useless Harris. And the brain is a funny thing. I walked in there, hi Useless, how are you doing? And then I had a brain drain. I kept calling him Useless all the time. Well, didn't get that appointment. So now I try and make it, I've got to remember that person's name. Some of the things you can do is repeat their name 2 or 3 times. Hi Bill, it's really great to meet you, Bill. I'm looking forward to meeting you and going to your office sometime in the future. Or if his name is Bill, I just think of ridiculous things. I think of him with a big beak. So don't call him Beak, call him Bill. So remember names. Names are so important. If there's a group of 3 or 4 people, when I go there, it's all about courtesy. Walk up to them, hi, do you mind if I join your group? The next thing, I'm Frank Furness, where are you from? Tell me a little bit about yourself. The where, when, why, how, just finding out everything about them. Home, work, holidays, sport, all of that small talk becomes really so important. So think about that now for your next networking meeting, planning up front. Remember all of the things that I've said, the breath freshener, little note, where to keep your business cards. Set up, try to get 5 or 6 quality names. Remember, it's not going to happen on the first time you go to that networking meeting. So plan to go 5 or 6 times, develop great relationships with the people that are going to be important. Where do you get those from? The lists. You're asking for the lists up front. And networking, people buy from people, and it's one of the easiest and best ways to connect with new clients.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And remember, if you'd like to book me to speak at your next conference or do some sales training, either in person or via Zoom remotely, please drop me an email, frank@frankfurness.com. Also, please take a look at my website, frankfurness.com, and take a look at some of my courses on productivitycenter.com. Remember also to connect with me on all of the social media channels. They're all under Frank Furness, especially LinkedIn, where I'm almost up to 30,000, and every day I have some great new ideas and tips on sales, marketing, speaking, and anything that will make you money. Hey, this is Frank. See you in the next episode.